Hi friends, this is Sylvia with Running with Needles and Scissors. Well, actually, who you're seeing is the elusive Millie. She has jumped on my husband's chair. He left his blanket there, and she hopefully will be nice and quiet. I've got Mia right next to me, and I'm going to flip you guys around if I can. Oh, I probably have to stop it. So, hi. Now it's me. I've got Mia, as usual, is cuddled up right next to me. I'll just leave her. I won't pick her up again. And today is Sunday, December the 6th. It is 20 after 2. I have a little bit of light on because it is very overcast here. So I'm thinking I'm a week behind on giving you guys an update. People have checked on me and wanted to know if everything was okay, and I kind of said, well, I got a bad case of pandemic fatigue and election fatigue and all that stuff. So kind of also, you probably noticed, those of you who follow me on Instagram, I really haven't posted anything on Instagram. I'm just kind of social media'd out and yeah. Anyways, but I'm sure anybody that's kept track of anything knows the circus that's going on. And I also injured my back. I wish I could be like, oh, everything's great, but I managed to wrench my back a little bit doing laundry. I really should give up all housework, it's doctor's recommendation. Anyway, so in German it's called, so I was bending down, putting the laundry basket down, and I had loaded it up, which I usually do, because the laundry room is down in the cellar, and our bedroom's up another floor, so I have to go two flights of stairs to get the laundry up there, and I make it worth my while. And my back just doesn't agree this time. And so what it's called when like those sudden movements and something happens to your back, in Germany it's called Hexenschuss. So that means you're getting shot by a witch in your back, and that's pretty much what it feels like. Anyways, so that's been kind of plaguing me for the last 3 weeks, but it's getting better. So there. What I'm going to cover today is, let's talk about bags. They are ready. They have been ready. They've been sitting there. I photographed them. It's a matter of just posting them on Instagram. And I've been so lazy about it and not motivated. But I will get it done this week. I will do it. I promise. Okay. Then while we're speaking of bags, I'll show you 2 bags that I worked on for myself. So it was, I think, the last big trash day. And those of you who followed me for a little bit know that when it's big trash day, I'm out and about. And I don't do all the neighborhoods, so it gets divided into different neighborhoods. I just do the ones that, are around me. Well, there's 2 that I usually go looking around. And I found not the last one, but the one before, I found a bunch of vintage suitcases. Like the one I showed that I bought, I found them, and some of them in excellent condition. And I was so thrilled. I don't know how many I dragged home. Must have been the I don't know what it was, but I found a lot of them. So I was like, woohoo. I think I have 5 now. I bought 6, and drug home some others, and one of them was filled with fabric. This lady must have been for sure a seamstress, and also stitching, because there was a vintage stitching hoop that I found in that particular pile. And so the fabric, some of it's really nice, some of it's lawn, cotton, all kinds of cotton, and some is, like I said, very fine cotton lawn. So I washed everything and, refolded it. Some of it I'll use for bags. So this was the last big trash. And I also found in the last big trash 2 needlework pictures framed or whatever, needlework, and it was framed. And so I grabbed those and carried those home. And so I made myself 2 bags out of them. And they're most certainly different. Not like the vintage tea towel stuff. So these were stitched pieces. And one of them This looks very much like an Easter egg bag. Anyways, is this. So I just cut so it's embroidery. I cut the piece out, sewed it onto here, put the rickrack around, and then proceeded to make the bag. And I still want to get some bling. So I really am very pleased the way this one turned out. And inside nothing, just polka dotty bag, polka dot fabric. Okay, and the other one I had done, and then, oh, my nose is itching, excuse me. Then the proportions were so off. Don't ask me what happened. Anyway, so I've already opened up the top and I'm going to resew it, but I'll show you. I folded down away the portion that I'm not going to keep, and I have to redo the zipper, but this is the other one. So there's another piece of this particular needle point left, and it's down here, and it's a big flower. So I cut these in half, and I use this top, and I'll make one similar to this and probably put it up for sale. I don't know if I'll get the same fabric on top, but no, probably not, because I don't have any more of this rickrack. But I was very pleased the way this turned out. And I used just a pink liner. Okay, then I have 3 finishes. Woohoo! That's gonna be one for the record books. So let's start off with that. One is, the smallest is my little stocking, Noel stocking by Blackbird Design. So it's all done. I got a little tight right here. I wish I'd given myself a little bit more room, but I'm okay with it. But I love the way this turned out all together. And I put a little hanger on, and this is the fabric in the back. And then I was looking at pictures of how different people finished it. And some people have sewn the fabric down. I actually just used some fusible tape, very skinny fusible tape, and put it under the fabric and ironed it down. So it's attached and clean, but I don't have any sewing up there. Okay, so there's this one. And then my sweet little, oh, I didn't bring a paper down. Let's see if we'll use this one. My sweet, sweet little Patience sampler, Patience 1898. This is both of these are a Mania start from this year. So this is a hands to work piece. Sorry about the wrinkles. I already had it mounted, and then I didn't like what had happened. So I took it back apart, and I will be reattempting. And sorry about the fuzz here, about the threads. But there it is. I love this one. I think it's so, so, so cute. So there's that one all done. Oh, and this is on 40 count. So this is about how big the stocking gets. You can get perspective here. On 40 count, it was calling for 32, and I didn't want it that big, so I put it on 40 count. That's a Zweigart tea-dyed by me. This is 40 count vintage Palomino by Lakeside Linen, and was included in the kit. This came as a kit, hands to work. She may release the chart because I hope she does, because it's a real cutie. I love this one. And then the biggie, the Women of the Mayflower. Make sure I get the right side. And I did go up and iron this for you. Ooh, okay, but I carried it down and wrinkled it, so I'll pull it. But anyway, so here it's all done. I really love the way this turned out. It's on, I think this is dirty linen. Yep, dirty linen. 40 counts, Zweigart dirty linen, so there it is. And we had issues with the names, I think, last time we talked. Oh, okay, so I couldn't get everybody on there because I started mine wrong. And so I put, well, you know, you see there's a little arrow down here. And when I frame it, I'll put all the names of the ladies on there. So this is with the called for threads. Okay, and since it is done, and there's nothing else I want to stitch in this magazine, I want to do a giveaway. You're not going to get my thread keep, but we will do all the flosses that you need for this. And there is enough to restitch this one more time on 40 count or 36 count. This is a Victorian model, so this one's not coming, but all the original flosses are. The only thing you'll have problems with is the purple. There's not enough here, but I'll send it with, and you can find your own color. But so I'll do a giveaway on that. And if you would just comment, be a follower and comment, ladies, use the word ladies, be creative. All right, because that's what I'm gonna look for. That's the giveaway. Then let's talk about the projects I worked on during this time. The beginning of November, I started Sally Spencer. I think I'd mentioned her. So this is my working copy. There you go. Olivia from Cross Hatch Quilts. That's not Olivia. Olivia from somebody Hollow Quilts. I don't know. It'll come to me. I'll yell it out, and I know you all are telling me who she is, and I do the same. But anyway, so they had a Sal last year, and you know, better late than never. And here's I worked on it for a week before putting it away, and I totally love it. Let's take the threads. There we go. I love the way this is turning. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's put that down. There we go. Now it's relatively, I store my threads in various places. Okay, so here it is. She's so sweet. So the border is done. That's about the size of the sampler. And it's stitched on 40 count, exactly the same linen as the little stocking that I showed, the Blackbird design stocking. And yeah, I'll be pulling her out again. The floss is hand-dyed fibers. I don't think it's going to show real well because, no, they're actually loose in here. Ooh, oh, so bad. All right, well, most of them, I'm going to drop, most of them are on the spools. So there you go. And the white and the turquoise are loose. There you go. Yeah, I'll pull that back out next year. This will be a finish next year. Love her. So, oh, Sally Spencer. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Really had a lot of fun that week I was working on her. Okay. Then the rest of December, most of December was spent, and really it took me a long time, good golly, on 30 days, half November. And my friend Lisa, and I think she posted in one of the sampler groups on Facebook. She finished it. She also inspired me to start this thing, but she just got it done. So Scarlet Letter, 30 days, half November. Here we go. And we changed it a little bit. A friend of hers recharted the bottom, and she showed it to me, and that's what convinced me, but I changed mine a little bit more from that. So this is how far I got. That dress was, you know, wow. Anyway, so she's still missing her hand here, but for now it's being put away. So I wrote begun in the year of bewilderment 2020, and my little abbreviations is pray without ceasing. So there she is. You can see that she is quite bewildered, and she's probably missing her hand. So, but I'll be pulling that out off and on next year just to work on it a little bit. That was really, and that was fun. Once I got going on it, it was a lot of fun. And then, oh, did I? Okay, yeah, no, I did. I also, my morning stitch right now is My Dear by Hands to Work. So stinking cute. Fell in love with it the minute I saw it. This was released at Market, and I ordered right at, you know, during market time, I put in a big order with a shop which will remain unnamed. And this just came 3 weeks ago. And my order is still not completely here. And there's things that are no longer they're no longer able to source, even though I ordered at market. But my good friend Lisa covered me. So I'll talk about that in just a minute. Anyway, so here I am. And I wanted to say that I started this during Mania because Tracy sent me a PDF. She was so sweet, Tracy from Hands to Work, because I just really wanted to start this, and so she made it possible. So I put this on 5663, or maybe just 56 count. I think it's called manuscript vellum, a legacy linen. And oh, well, you can't see all of it. There you go. I know it's a little cattywampus, but I'm just stitching away on it, and I'm loving it every morning. So next I'll work more on the deer, and I kind of do the border a little bit off and on as I work my way across. I've got an error right here, but nobody will know unless I point it out. It's staying the way it is. So I have to fill in these things, but I sure am loving it. So I'm stitching this with Tudor silks and super fine silk from Vicki Clayton. That one she's not making anymore, but so here is my color palette. Oh, the glare, I'm sorry. You can see it more or less, and then, oh, there it went. Here are some of the little spools. Oh, it's so good for my back. Okay, hold on. Let's see where this is supposed to go. Okay. Then I also worked on one day on Ghoultide. I was going to work on, so the 13th is dark October stitching. Do I have that right, Michelle? Anyway, so I thought I will participate from now on the 13th. I'll stitch on my Ghoultide. And the 13th came and I couldn't find it. I'm like, where? I was like, it's gremlins. I swear, I have gremlins in the house, because how could this, I knew in what bag it was. How could it disappear? And I looked and looked and looked and started that's what happens. I can't find something, I start organizing. And not that my stuff is a mess. I just start looking through and, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put all this together and, whatever. And I still couldn't find it. I'm like, I don't know where it is. And that evening, shortly before bedtime, I remembered that I'd taken it up to my office because I was gonna make a working copy of my pattern, which I still haven't done. So I designated another day to just work on it, and not that you'll see that much has changed on it. So I will show you the pattern, which is still in its original form. So it's Ghoultide, and my plan is not to stitch the Ghoultide. So I'm going to bring the border around right here. So I'll have a little bit of grass, and I will not be stitching the witch either. So she'll just be a lovely little lady. And I just worked on roof and house alternately, so not much new to see. There it is. And this is on 40 count, I can never remember, gray sand, X Jew Design, and her fabric is fabulous. I can only recommend it. So I am on the last row before I can start windows. My husband forgot that I told him that I'm recording and that he needs to be quiet. He's walking around with his music blaring on his iPhone. Okay, he noticed. Okay, so I finished these little roof tiles, put in some more of roof color, and then worked more on the house, just filling in, because I was not in the mood to, pay attention to vine things and whatnot. So, and that'll come out on December the 13th. For a little bit more love. And this is my own conversion to hand-dyed fibers. And you already know that I'm a big hand-dyed fibers fan, and I like to use them. So, and I have plenty of them, so no reason to get other things. Although I like other flosses as well. I'm collecting Overa Soie, among other things. All right. Was that it? Oh no, and then, oh, something's sliding into my back. And then I also, but currently I'm having problems finding, is it here? No, here's the bag. Huh. Okay, I started, okay, I'm gonna have to arrange just a little bit and see if I brought it down. With all the schlepping, I left it upstairs. I started Winter Rose Manor by With Thy Needle and Thread. It's upstairs. This is the bag. There's the Santa Sal from Barbara Anna, which I'm also planning to start. And it's bright. Ooh-wee. So here are the flosses. This is all DMC. And I'm putting it on the rest of the dirty linen. That's what it calls for. So it's super cute. Let me see if I can, yeah, here's a picture. It's small, but it was a Sal. I just downloaded the pieces, and I'll start this about in the middle of the month. And who was it? Mama Loves You, HG. She finished it. One of her most recent Flosstube, she sews this. And she's the one who, when I saw it on her Flosstube, I was like, oh, gotta have it, gotta stitch it. All right. So, but sorry about Winter Rose Manor. You'll see her maybe at the end of the month then. Oh, okay. Then I have invested in another project bag from, you know, I'm so bad about names. Kathy's Posies? I think that's what it's called. I saw it and I'm like, oh, I have to have it. It's so cute. Yeah. Got a little jingle bell on there. And what did I tuck in here? Okay, my sin. I think I've shown you this one. I got this and the conversion from Country Sampler, but I didn't like all the brown. So a lot of the colors, which used to be green, are now brown, and that's what they put in there. And so it was a much more browner piece than I'd like. So I threw in some brownish green from Hand-Dyed Fibers. Let's see. Nothing set in stone. And what inspired me to get this was, I think you can see it last year, Kindred Stitcher, Lisa. She stitched this and then finished it on a sleigh, on an old-fashioned wooden sled, not a sleigh. Holy moly, that would be big. A sled. And I think I talked about this, that I found one, on Big Trash Day, my day. The trash man had already thrown it into the truck, and I was like, can I have that? And so they pulled it back out and gave it to me. And the sucker was heavy. Oh my gosh. And so I schlepped it home. I mean, I had dogs and sled and anyways. So it's been sitting out in my atrium. Currently has plants on it. And when I get ready, I'm going to wax that thing and do a finish a la Lisa Kindred Stitcher, because that was so cool. Yeah, super cool. And then, who showed this? I think it was, well, Lisa, I think, had it as well. Or maybe, I'm getting my people confused. Carol Saltbox Stitcher. But this is an exclusive, a La-Di-Da exclusive with Shepherd's Needle. These strawberries. There is a little black dish that I did not bring down. But here's the kit, and has everything in it to stitch it. And yeah, I ran over there when I saw it and ordered it. So And that's in there. Lisa, I think Kindred Stitcher calls these bags multifamily housing, and that's what we have. I haven't put my little tag on it. Then I got some Stitchy Kindness, or some happy mail not some Stitchy Kindness, for my birthday from my friend Lisa. So she made me a fantastic 12, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Oh, and I know what I forgot to get. I'll pause it and run out and get it. So, and she also sent me I still have not received this pattern from my market order. So she sent me the Berry Bowl sampler, and I think, yeah, I'll put that back in. I think all the flosses are ready. I have one of the pieces of fabric. I ordered both of them in my market order, and again, they're still not here. So I canceled a number of things now, where I'm like, don't bother sending it. I'm done waiting. But I did find that I had one of the fabrics. It was in one of my Blackbird design patterns, and it was double as big as I needed. So I took half of it, and I found the other half at Shakespeare Peddler, and it's in the mail. So that's what I did. And our plan is, Lisa and we will stitch it and not exchange anything, but we will personalize it as a memento of our friendship. And I think that's great. My plan, you know how I am about my plans. They're never written in stone and hardly come to fruition, but there's a plan. I'm going to try and stitch a berry basket every week. And maybe if some of the big ones, I might spread it over 2 weeks. But by the end of the year, this thing will be done. And I will do the 2 pieces of fabric. I will attach them prior to stitching. And Lisa is going to also personalize it. So I think that's going to be great fun. I'm excited to do this with you, Lisa. All right. And this could be a multifamily bag. I mean, it's plenty big. And I just love it. Thank you so much. I'm going to pause. And, the other thing she sent me, because my market order, this is one of the things that no longer could be gotten, is that chest of drawers. That is for Token of Love, I think it's called, by With Thy Needle and Thread. So I got sent the pattern. I got sent the floss in 2 separate shipments. And I had inquired about the chest of drawers, because at the time I said, if you can't get it, let me know, because I can still source it now. No problem, was the response. And now the response is, there's no more. And so Lisa kindly, when I was telling her, this was before they said there is no more, but I had an inkling, and I said, I'm going to be so mad if this chest of drawers, which is part of what makes the pattern, if I don't get it from them. And she found one for me and said, I have one, I found one. Do you want it? And I was sort of like, well, then I'll have 2 maybe. And but then I was like, don't be an idiot, go get it. And I told her, yes, please get it for me. And she did. And she gifted it to me as well. And she's so generous. And I'm just so touched. I didn't bring the chest of drawers. My husband's going to sand it off a little bit before I paint it. I'm going to pause and get the other thing she sent me, which I just love it so much. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. It still has dirt on it, but this is a glass hedgehog plant marker. Isn't that fun? It's just got a fork on it. And so he's been sitting in one of my palm trees, thus the dirt on the bottom. But Lisa sent me this because she knows I just love hedgehogs. And so the plant is on the stairs, so I see it every time I go up and down the stairs. And I go up and down the stairs a whole bunch. And it just makes me happy seeing him. Lisa, thank you so much. It was really such a lovely pack. It was like the best care package ever. And she even put Christmas gifts in there that are sitting upstairs, untouched. She said, I have to wait till Christmas, which I will. but it was just packed full. And, you know, honestly, I've never gotten a care package, not in college. My mom just wasn't, well, wasn't her thing. So, and it was so much fun. We do send care packages regularly to our children because, yeah, I think it's fun to get. Anyways, thank you so much, Lisa. Love all my birthday presents. And okay, and the other thing I decided I was going to work on, and I did a little bit, is this over 2. This is an inherited piece. So the stitcher passed away, and another stitcher was, oh, come here, baby. I know I'm blocking you. Can you get up here? Mia got up when I walked out, and you know, she's down there. She'll jump up, I guess, eventually. Anyways, this is the Yellow House sampler, and I've shown this by Praiseworthy Stitches. And let me tell you, I was, oh, okay, she tried and it didn't make it. Hold on. Come here, baby. I'll help you. Come on. This is the one that doesn't do all the avoidance maneuvers. There she is. Say hi. 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 See, I'm getting to the age where jumping up is hard for me. And I need a little bit of help. Okay, there she's laid down again. Yeah. Okay, so yesterday I was looking for some floss. So I'm having problems with the Winter Rose Manor. The cayenne pepper, I don't have it. That is called for in there. I have something very similar, but it's pretty orange and I'm not digging it. So I put in a different color and I'm not digging that either. So I was looking for something to use, and it's the berries around. Of course, it's hard talking about a pattern that you're not showing. So I was digging through some of my whips and trying to see if there was anything in there. And I stumbled across this one and I pulled it out at 11 o'clock at night last night. And I was like, oh yeah. I don't know why I wanted to stitch on something that's 2 threads. Anyways, but I just was looking at it and the colors are so beautiful. And it's really bright. And maybe that's just what I was craving. It was really bright things. So I just went and filled in this here. And I worked on the vine a little bit. So I think what I'll do is, hopefully I can pull it off, is put in 1 thread every day. And I think after a month of putting in 30 threads, we're going to see some progress. And it shouldn't take me that long. It goes pretty quick. This is Northern Cross linen, but it's gotten pretty soft. So, and it wasn't totally dreadful stitching with 2 threads. So I think if I keep myself to 1 thread, 1 length of thread, I won't feel it's such a chore. Okay. So that is a happy, happy sampler. And maybe I'm being nostalgic, you know, saving that needlework out of the trash. And then this one, I just feel, you know, I'm like, man, I hope somebody treats my needlework better than this. Okay. And then the other thing I did was, in a fit of insanity, I cut up all my 56 count, the Kingston linen I bought at the Zweigart factory on my last visit, and dyed it in different shades. Ooh. And some of them are rather close, so I might, yeah, some of them are going back into the dye pot, but here's where we are. And seriously, this is a lifetime supply of 56. Nobody will want to stitch this much 56. So, and okay, so this one's supposed to be darker than this one, and it's slightly darker, but the dye color was dark brown and it's really more pink. So this one's definitely going back. This one I just dyed beige. I think this one was supposed to be copper or bronze. Well, that, you know, that's going back in. These are great. This is a light gray. This is a darker gray. Now this is like a sky blue almost, and this green. What I'm planning to do is, let me see where is the taupe? Let me find the taupe. I think this is taupe. You can't really, you can't see it that well, but it is really a beautiful color. And so I think I'm going to taupe, over dye these with a little bit of taupe to tone them down. So all this, a lot of this is Rit dye, and some of it is, I'm not even going to pronounce the dye, something with P, but it is made to dye silk and linen, etc. So I was just playing around with colors. But I am not displeased with what came out there. All right, that concludes, like, what have I been doing and, working on, and what am I planning? And I thought it's the second Advent, in German it's Advent, sorry, so that was a mixed pronunciation there, is I would show you a little bit of my Christmas stitching that I have here. I used to stitch an ornament every year for my children. Some ornaments have left the house, especially the girl ornaments, they've gone with the girls. The boy ornaments are pretty much still here, except for a few that I sent. And just other, some stuff was stitched for me. But I have my storage bucket here, and we'll go through them. So the oldest boy, I always stitched him as Santa or something to do with Santa. So this is one of the first ones I stitched, and I love this Santa. It's a Prairie Schooler. I don't know which year. It's the only Prairie Schooler I have stitched, but I love him, and I'm not sure I'm going to give him up. We'll see. Here is another one. And I finished all these myself. So this is Santa, and it's out of one of the ornament issues, the just cross stitch ornament issues. But things go awry. But I loved it. I'm okay with it. Hope you're okay with it. There's the Santa. Let's see. Oh, this is, I think, I don't know if that Santa was the first one, the Prairie Schooler. Maybe this one was the first one. This is a Kathy Barrick and his alien green eyes. Oh my gosh. Okay. But I do love him. So, I can't tell you what linen. These were stitched long ago. Let's see, here's another little Santa. This is from, I believe it's a with thy needle and thread pattern, I believe. And I just took a little portion of it. What is a little stick on, there we go. There, now and I just mounted it on some felt. Yep, so, and this is stitched in HDF. This is like Dragon Blood, I think, the red. Any more Santas? They're not organized in here, so I'm gonna have to do, there are themes. Oh, okay, here. Oh, oopsie. So here's this little Santa, and this is a French designer, I believe. L'air de rien it's like L apostrophe R and then D-E, rien, R-I-E-N or R-E-I-N, I don't know. So this is a negative space Santa, Noel. And, here, this one. Ooh, I put this one on a little board, on a little horn book. And this is a Mary Gary's Sewing Cabin, the seasonal greetings, 1 or 2, I can't remember. He barely fit on my horn book, but I think he's so cute. What does it say up there? A, B, C. Okay, Santa Claus 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you go. I thought he was darling. Oh, I don't know if I have any more Santas left. Like I said, some of them have already been sent. Okay, then for my son, the second son, he was getting animals. So I would always stitch him all kinds of animals. I'm trying to sort this out. Okay. Oops, that's not it. So sometimes I would let him pick. And my older son was like, I don't care. So, you know, I just stitched him whatever I want. This is a Birds of a Feather. And I don't know what, and most of the Birds of the Feather are out of print. And this Christmas one, definitely. So there's that. Oh, this is it needs to be tightened. We're having fatigue here, age fatigue. So this is a work basket, the Quaker Penguin, and I stitched him over one. I love him. So there's that. And that was a labor of love. Oh, he definitely picked this one. Oopsie, this is one of those little itty bitty cards from Prairie Schooler, the crazy deer. He is completely wacko. Anyways, you can see he's got like a red eye. It's hard to see, but yeah. Okay. Oh, that's the fabric on the back, and I just beaded something around it and then made a beaded hanger. This one's so sweet. So this is also from Just Cross Stitch, a little polar bear looking up at a star. That star is backwards. Hold on, let's flip him. There we go. Oops. Is he backwards again? He likes to hang backwards. Hold on. That's the thing about attaching things. Oh, they like to do their own. All right, so there's that. And that's the fabric finish. So you can see that I've always like just cut I cut the fabric, sew it together, leave a gap, and stuff it. And then I'm not dealing with trying to get it done on the edge. And there's just a little button that's holding that. Oh, Lordy. Let's see. Where's another? Oh, okay. This one was quite fun. So he did pick this one also. Sock Monkey. He was as a little boy, he just really loved sock monkeys. And there's that funky beaded edge. And it's a jolly one. Anyway, what's on the back? Sock monkey fabric. No, not quite, but I actually had a lot of fun doing this one. And then here's a really sweet one. I think this one is in the Just Cross Stitch thing, but it also comes separate. And it's Hillside Samplings, I think. But don't quote me. Anyways, that little lamb and lion are over one. Stitched in 2011, anyways. And my fabulous... oh my gosh, my fabulous Lazy Daisy stitches. This one suffered quite a bit. Okay, and it's just backed with some wool felt. Let's see, I think that concludes him. I think. Oh, no, here's one. Also a Just Cross Stitch. And Mia was a little chunkier for a while. She got a little fat. So that was supposed to be her. She wasn't that fat, but again, he picked her. And so one of these days, all this will leave, sadly, when they're married and their wives can appreciate and take care of the ornaments. And then here are a whole bunch of, and I used to hang it on a garland, the 12 Days of Christmas by Prairie Schooler. I can't get all of them up, and I won't do them in order either, but there's 10. And I don't know if this has been re-released already or not, but I haven't had these up for a couple years now. 8 Maids of Milking. There's more. 6 Geese a Laying. Oh, 12 Drummers Drumming. 11 Piper's piping. 9 ladies dancing. And, oh, my favorite, 3 French hens. There's that. Now, I am missing a few because I know I had some that are not in here, but I must have another container somewhere, and there's not a lot. Okay, so this one I stitched for myself because I always wanted to have it. So that's mine. And actually, truth be told, Michelle and I were doing Cozy Egg. We're doing ornament exchanges because, yeah, we felt it was a good idea and it was fun. But then I bailed. And so I stitched this for her because I knew she'd loved it. And then I looked in her blog back in the blog days and she had stitched it herself already. And I was like, ah! So I had to pick something else. So I just kept it for me. But I would have stitched it for myself as well because I really love this. This one I stitched for myself. I just thought it was so cute. And there's a partner to this, and he's not in here. So he must be... Yeah, he's not in here. Okay. This one is from an ornament exchange for the Guild, for the Tudor Rose Sampler Guild, and Robert Harris. This was stitched by Robert Harris when it first came out in 2005. Robert Harris. And I sure do treasure this one. So, really fun fabric on the back. This was also a Guild exchange. And so this is one of Tracy's Hands to Work stockings. She has a pattern of various stockings, and it's like 3 in 1 pattern. So cute. And so this was, it just says Merry Christmas. And then here it is, Tudor Rose Sampler Guild 2008. So I was gone by the time 2009 rolled around. I was already living in Germany. So this is the last one I participated in. And the interesting thing is I also stitched this exact one. I'm not sure if I stitched it over 1 or not. Oh, no, I stitched over 2. I think I stitched it over 1 and made it tiny. And that was mine. So it was very funny that I received exactly the same one back. And this was also during the exchange, and my friend Kim stitched this, and Kim is one of the owners of the Stitch Niche in Arlington, the LNS down there. That's what I consider my LNS. So this is also, it's a bag. This is also a pattern by Tracy from Hands to Work. And the funny thing is I've stitched the same thing for the ornament exchange the year prior. So anyway, so there's that. And then this is one of our annual ornaments that I actually stitched from the Tudor Rose. I have another one done. I just need to put the cording on, and it's been done for 11 years, and I just need to put the cording on. So this one was in 2005, and there's all kinds of specialty stitches. You can see the Tudor Rose, and then in the tree, there's all kinds of special, and it was a lot of fun to stitch. I really enjoyed this one. So there's that. Yeah, and then we just have these 2 little, I finished these, I stitched these a while ago, but then I finished them, also FFO'd them last year, and they're tiny. They're over 1. They're the Little House Needleworks. I don't know why my tree's leaning so bad, but there you go. It's still leaning. There's some finishing skills there. Okay, so I just made a little pillow out of it, gave it a little bit, you know. So I think he's super cute. And the other one, and this one's filled with the lizard litter, the walnut shells. And this one's just filled with polyfill. I was just testing the difference. So this one's a little taller. And there's like a little I felt it was like a little French ruffle. I mean, yeah, it goes up. So there's that over one. I have another one finished, the pear tree one, and I finished stitching, and I just need to FFO it, find it. It's in one of my boxes of finished things. And then there are some ornaments down here. Oh, I'll hold this up. These actually stay out all year. I found this tree in the big trash for free. So I was like, ooh, you're coming home with me. And let's take a closer look. These are all the ones Michelle stitched me, and I just love them so much. I have them out. I want to see them more than just at the couple days a year. So this is a Blackbird design Noel stocking. Love this. Love, 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 love this. Isn't this pretty? Oh, let me turn that for you a little bit. With a fun crystal, very blingy. So here's the fabric in the back. There we go. There's one. We'll hang that back on here. This one. Oh, I love them all, but she did such a good job on this piece. So nice. Here is another stocking. And I think this is another Blackbird design. So just with a red cuff. Fun. That's a fun finish too with a cuff. I like that. And hold on, he's got to hang this one back up. Oh no, it's fallen. Oh. Isn't that sweet? So this is a French designer, and when Michelle came over and we went to Paris, we also went to the Paris needlework show. And so she bought the pattern there. And so there's just a lot of sentiment involved with this sweet, sweet ornament, which I just love. I just love this. It's so pretty. And the last one is a nod. Oh, sorry, I just keep disappearing off the screen. The last one is the nod to our A&E's obsession. So both her and I want to have a whole wall of A&E. Well, it's not happening all that quickly. But there's that. I also love that one. Little apple. I don't know by whom this design is. Okay. Well, I have plenty of stash, but I think this has also been plenty long already. So I will skip it again. And I probably won't go through all the stash that has come in and it's still winging its way over. We are in a second lockdown here. No Christmas, no New Year's, no travel. I mean, we could, get on a plane and fly somewhere if we wanted to and come back, but we cannot travel within Germany. The hotels are closed. The restaurants are all closed, so there's no place to eat. My husband said during the Christmas vacation, we should go look at a few things. And I'm like, that'd be fun, but there's no place to maybe warm up or anything like that, which makes it rather miserable. So I don't know. I'm taking 3 weeks off over Christmas because I have all this vacation time left and they do not like to see us carry over that much vacation. So I'm still carrying over almost 3 weeks. So, yeah, so I'll be vacationing here in, Balconia or Courtyard Land or Atrium, whatever. So I'll just be home. We live in a very pretty area, so it's visually beautiful. If it snows, I'll just be so happy. All right, my friends, I wish you a most blessed Christmas. I hope you get to celebrate with family and friends. I hope they're gathered around your table and you just enjoy every minute of it. It's not, as we have found out this year, it is not a guarantee that we get to do that. It is not what does it call it? I'm thinking of the German name, which is called Selbstverständlichkeit. So that means it's just a normal, accepted. Of course, you get to gather for Christmas. Well, it's not anymore. So if those of you who can and do, enjoy. And I will see you at the end of the month or right at the new year. So if I don't see you before the new year, I wish you a great start of 2021. I'm sure nobody is going to be missing 2020. I think we'll all wave goodbye without any nostalgia whatsoever. In Germany, we say einen guten Rutsch ins neue Jahr. That means we wish you a good slide into the new year. And if you slide, be safe. Be happy, healthy, and terrific until we see each other again. Bye.